All right, this is Official Busy Bee with Cam Capone News. Today we have a special guest, Bompton G Uno.
G Uno?
Yeah, welcome again to the show. Man, I just listened to something, man. 607 Unc said recent, some of the realest shit I think I heard, man. He said, man, these young nowadays, they so street, but he said they ain't nothing but snitches, man. You think the street code is dead?
For sure. Like, for sure.
All right, so what's your thoughts on like what's changed? What make you, like, when you say it's dead for sure, what do you see guys that are doing as far as snitching is concerned, like that, or that the guys didn't do before? Like what's the difference? Like, where guys are just willing to just go all out, or they scared to do the time, or they not really with the shit, or what is it?
Everything you just said. Niggas not really about that. Don't want to be sitting in jail. And then you got the internet shit. That play a big part too.
Gino, how's it going, man?
All is well for the most part.
So you just got out of jail?
Correct.
Man.
Once again. Out the pen. Yeah, out the pen. I just got out the pen once again.
Man. Okay, so how have things been since you've been out of jail?
Fast.
Okay.
Everything been going fast.
So, you probably got locked up right after our last interview.
Like a couple months after our last interview.
Okay, well, so what? Can you talk about what happened?
For sure. What did you know? Bitch ass. Yeah, blood on peace. Blood on rules. Like, it was a cold situation, right? Like, I got out the pen from doing 13 years, bro. When I came home, like, if you ask me my opinion, I came home with my mind right. Like, I was doing something productive. Like, I had a plan, and I was trying to execute my plan. You feel me? And, you know, you always get some weird shit, roadblocks, haters, and all that other type of shit, like scoring bitches and, you know, things of the such. So with that being said, like, last time I was here, I came with Flame and my wife at that time and shit. You feel me? But I had a baby mama I got kids with. And when I shook her and went back to my wife, she called my PO. And she told my PO that I hit her. So they booked me. Oh, and they booked me. I sat in jail for a week. I bailed out. I'm fighting the case on the streets for like a year. And I'm finna beat the case. I spent 15 racks on a lawyer. Shout out to Seth Hancock. On the real. So the case finna be dropped and all that. We finna beat that shit. And the bitch called my PO again and tell my PO that I'm calling her, I'm threatening her. You feel me? I keep guns. Wherever I go, I got gun stashes in my vehicle. Dead homies, bro. I'm on the ankle monitor at the time too.
So they come right to where you at?
Man, they tracked my ankle monitor to an Airbnb in Long Beach. It's just me and my wife in there. They come deep as a 30 deep. My PO, his supervisor, and then like 15, 20 Long Beach regular police officers and shit. Dead homies, blood. They come up in there and shit. And they find 2 blicks. But the reason why they came, they say they came for criminal threats. For criminal threats. Cause the bitch talking about I'm threatening her. Like, I'm not even worried about you, bitch. I'm focused on trying to get this bag. Dead homies, fool. So, man, they knew that shit was bullshit, bro. So when they booked me, they didn't even put that as a charge. The criminal threats. They hit me with like 4 different gun cases, 2 different having ammunition, felon around firearm type shit, like gang allegation, all kind of weird shit, bro. Just trying to make something stick. You feel me? Dead homie. So I go back to the county for that. And I had to do a violation this time though. So I did like 90 days in the county. Once them 90 days was up, my parole violation was up, I bailed out again. Dead homie. So I was out on 2 bails now. My shit went up to like, first it was like 150, 175 or something.
So you had to wait inside though for a revocation hearing though first, right?
Correct. I had to take.
They let you out of the revocation hearing, then you went back on the street, kind of like
that. Nah, once my once I served time for my violation, because I was on parole.
Okay.
So I had to serve my violation first. Then once that was up, I was able to bail out.
Okay.
I bailed out again and shit.
So what happens when you first walk in county jail?
I had other people that was getting processed. Oh man, ain't you know, like, ooh, like you rapping? Sheriff's like, oh, ain't you, like, I seen like, your interview, like, ooh, damn, homies, fool, like, it was cool, like, it was smooth, it was regular.
What happens when you make it to the dorms?
I didn't go to a dorm, cause I'm a K2. So
What does that mean?
K2 is a keep away. K2 is a keep away, but now I gotta stay on a 2,000 flow. You got 2,000 flow, 3,000 flow, 4,000 flow, all type of whatever. That's downtown LA. You feel me? The reason why I was K2, cause the last time, the time I went back, when the bitch called and got me sent to jail for that week and shit, I was in Supermax. That's like by Magic Mountains and shit. I had a squabble and shit over the phone.
Can you take me through it?
Huh?
Can you take me through it?
So, it's a rotation it's a phone rotation on the phone, whatever. So the who got off the phone last, the niggas told me it was nobody after him. So I'm like, all right, bet. I get on the phone, I'll dial my number. While I'm waiting, the phone ringing. While I'm waiting for the person who I'm calling to pick up, somebody come like, hey man, it's my phone. Like the phone was on me. Like, whoa. I'm like, all right, bet. Go holler at Blood. He told me nobody was behind me. Whatever the case may be. Whatever. Long story short, felt pressured up. So I'm not finna hang up. Blood, they already it's already the bitch talking. So all they gotta do now is press 5 to accept the call. So I'm not finna hang up, bro, on the hood. So the spent off, he come back and like, oh, so you just gonna go for the mark out? And once he said that, Blood, I get off on Blood. We go live, dead homies, cause now I know where this finna go. I'm not waiting to line. No, we gonna get this out the way, bro. Dead homies, Blood. We get caught and shit, cause we go live in the day room in front of everybody. So that's how I end up getting K2'd.
Was this guy like an op or was he like?
Nah, it was another homie.
Another homie.
Yeah, it was another homie, Blood. On the dead homies, fool, like P phone.
Okay, so you guys catch the fade. Well, what happens? You know what I'm saying? Like the cops rush in and grab you guys, or
Yeah,
they pepper spray you guys, or
yeah, they rushed in and shit. Blood, we on the ground tussling, so Blood was on top of me, Blood. So I had Blood, so I wasn't finna let Blood go. So that way, like Blood can, like get a cheap shot on me and shit. So, cause I'm telling Blood, like first before we got to the ground, like we was like. Cause I'm against the wall. So I'm like, Blood, come on, bro. The homie run over there like, Blood, break it up. Like, stop. The bitch not gonna call it in. Y'all not gonna go to the hole if y'all stop. He like, no, this fool. I'm like, Blood, you's a weirdo fool and the damn homies, bro. Like, so Blood still wanna be hugging and shit, bro. Pyro, we get to the ground. Damn homies, they come in there like, stop. Blood, I'm not finna let Blood go. So they tase Blood on Pyro, nigga, and when they tase Blood and shit, you feel me? On rules, they separate us, put us in the day room. They want to ask questions, I ain't got nothing to say, you feel me? Whatever, ooh. They run a tase back, they see that I was the aggressor. So they take us to the hole, we in the hole for a couple days. They send me to the county and they send Blood back to another dorm. So he stayed up there and they K2'd us.
Okay, so can you explain what a K2 is?
K2 is a keep away.
Okay.
It's a keep away.
So what's that? That means that you've been in fights in jail?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how long does that follow you for? So like, is that follow you forever now? Like, anytime you go to county jail, you're a keep away?
As if me, like, say if I go to jail right now, and if he's still in the county jail, I'm gonna go back downtown LA. I can't go back to Wayside because we keep away because he's still in the county jail. He ain't go to the pen or he ain't go home yet. So they gonna keep us away type shit.
Okay. So it's just keep away from him.
Exactly, from him. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Damn, so okay,
On
now
Bompton.
let's say he gets out of jail or he goes to the pen or something.
Uh-huh.
Are you still considered are they still gonna put you in cells or would you be able to go back to a dorm?
If I go to jail right now and he's in the pen,
Yeah.
yeah, I can go back. I can go wherever now.
Oh, okay.
I don't got no keep away.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Black the Gino.
Whoa.
Bitch ass. Yeah, Blood, I'm back. Dead homies, fool.
let's dive into your personal story, man. For those that don't know who you are, man. Where you from, man?
I'm from Compton, California.
Okay.
Treetop Paro.
Okay. And
Yeah.
man,
The
some-
motherfucking infamous Bompton G1. Everybody know who I am though, fool. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They know who I am.
Okay.
I just been gone. You feel me? But once they see my face, they gonna be like, oh, I wonder what happened to him. Like, type shit, nigga.
Okay, man. You got an interesting story, man. At 12 years old, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what happened to you at 12 years old?
12 years old. I was 12 years old, shit, a lot. First time I got pussy. First time I got shot.
Damn. First time you
First
got
time
shot?
I saw dope. You feel me?
Yeah, take me
Type
back to
shit.
what happened when you got shot. What was you doing?
When I got shot, I was hanging out with a couple childhood friends and shit. We came home from school one day. It's like one of the homies that stayed across the street from me. Like, we always go to his house and shit after school, hang out, smoke a little weed and whatever. Then we go to the park, the nearest park and shit, and play ball or whatever the case may be. So we hanging out one day, and then some ops.
You had ops at 12?
No, see, we was a part of a tagging crew at that time. But a couple of homies was banging already, but the hood that we was in.
But you wasn't banging.
No, I wasn't banging.
You was just around.
Yeah, these my childhood friends.
Okay.
Like, you get what I'm saying? And but the hood we was in was the Lime hoods and shit. So the 7-0s come through, like, they see a crowd of black and shit, and they just come through popping.
Man, how'd that change your life, man, getting shot at such an early age?
That's when I jumped off the porch. That's when I started banging. I got put on after that. But I ain't gonna lie though, before I got put on after that, like, nigga was spooked. Like, I was scared to, like, walk home from school. Like, nigga on the hood, like, I was like,
You was a kid, bro.
yeah, I was a kid. I was 12 years
yeah.
old, blood on Paro. And, like, I never told this story, right? So once that shit happened, they do what they do. They get on, whatever the case may be. Everybody hop gates and shit. You feel me? I'm still in the alley. Cause one of my blood relatives was there too. And so blood hop back over the gate, blood calling my name, Tyler, like, whoa. I come out. I'm not crying yet, but I kind of like pissed on myself, like just a little squirt, like I ain't, like, you feel me, like a little, like, you know,
that rocket hurt.
yeah. Boom. So we get the homie house who we was at. We go in the house. The who house it is K-Rock. It's my K-Rock. Shout out to K-Rock. Shout out to the PJs Imperial Course. Like, whoa, like, you feel me? Blood older brother in there making beats. So it's his older brother, and then it's me, and then my relative that was in the alley with us on Pyro. So this making the beat, this over there listening to the beat, bobbing his head. In my adolescent mind, I'm replaying back what just happened. I'm like, damn, blood on peas. Them niggas skint me, shot the homie. We the same age. I just start crying. My relative that was there when the shit happened, he like, blood, what's wrong? Like, whoa, like, why you crying? He like, blood, did you get hit? I'm like, nah, I ain't get hit. He like, so what the you crying for like a little ass bitch? Ooh, remind you, I'm 12 years old, fool. So when he said that to me, I bounce up, I run. I go home, I run home. I'm crying and shit. My mom like, boy, what's wrong with you? I'm like, man, they came through, like, they was shooting. Ooh, I got skinned by the bullet. She like, let me see. Oh, look, she like, you better put some witch hazel on that shit and take your ass back outside.
Damn.
They ain't homies, fool. Like, I'm like, wow.
Mom gangster too.
Yeah. Mom's a gangster. Like, her, if know, then they know. Her brother,
Uncle.
my uncle, was one of the knownest dope dealers in Compton in the 80s. His name Brick. He was from Acacia. Dead homie. He died from swallowing dope and shit, like on Pyro, like, you feel me? Dead homie. So she been around. Like, she know what up.
Okay, so shout out to mom.
Yeah, Tasha, crazy ass.
Man, so when you was young, you know, you say you jumped off the porch, you know, you started doing your thing. You said you had a little dope on you. You was doing the shit. What type of shit you started getting arrested for?
So my first, the first case I ever caught was a GTA.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, the first case I went to jail for ever was a GTA. But I didn't even go to jail for that. They took me to the police station, made me wait until a guardian came and picked me up and gave me a ticket type shit.
And that was, you was how old, at 12?
Yeah, I was like 12 or 13 or
What
12 going on
What kind
13.
of car was it?
It was like a 90-something Toyota.
Did you know how to drive?
Yeah, I knew how to drive, but when they see I got a baby face.
Yeah, you do.
So it's like when they see me in traffic on Compton Boulevard,
They hopped on you immediately?
immediately.
Did you high speed them?
Nah, hell no. I'm thinking like I'm just gonna drive regular. But they told me when they blurted me like, man, what the like?
They was like, it's a kid in there.
Yeah, type shit. But those was Toyotas was easy to steal because all you need is them year Toyotas is easy to steal because all you need is a flathead screwdriver to start that motherfucker up. Once you get in the car, all you need is a flathead screwdriver. You stick it in the ignition, it's gonna start right up. When I was growing up, like everybody that I was hanging out with at the time, they was all older than me, full grown adults. Like my granny house was the spot. Like nigga, we selling dope, shooting dice, all that. But when she come home from work or she come back from church, everybody, before she pull in the driveway, everybody gonna disperse. And she gonna get out the car. We down the street and she still gonna pop her shit. Yeah, type shit.
Okay.
I'm a real Bompton baby. Paru, so it's like, nigga, dad homies. Niggas know.
So you got your guy with you here, man. You've been going through it all. You've been down for a long time, and this is your man from childhood too?
This is my young homie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blood a solid young nigga though. That's why you be seeing me with blood, like.
Flame 500.
You feel me?
500 Flame, the one and only.
One of the cases that I just went to the pen for, blood, a lot of people don't know, like, blood helped me bail out. Like, if it wasn't for blood, like, I would have still probably been in there. I would have, like, went to prison from jail, from the county type shit.
And that's something I don't want to speak on. It's not even nothing to speak on because that's my own Bompton. You feel me? If it's off the rip, that's what it is. I know blood to do it for me.
Paru.
Okay. So, man, you 12, man, you done got jammed up.
Mm-hmm.
The police got you on Compton Avenue 12. They looking at
Compton Boulevard.
Compton Boulevard. See, I don't know.
No, you
Compton
good. You
Boulevard. You riding as a kid. They looking at it like, oh man, it's a kid. You get the ticket,
good. Mm-hmm.
man. You go home. When they bring you home, they wait for an adult to come get you, man. What did your mother say to you when you showed up and she know you was stealing cars?
She just was like,
Did you get a whooping? You still 12.
Nah, cause the last time I had got whooped, she like whooped me with one of them plastic hangers. Well, she tried to whoop me with one of them plastic hangers and shit. And I grabbed that motherfucker like, all right, bro, we not doing that no more.
Okay.
At 12 years old? Damn.
But that situation with the hanger was like before I was 12.
Oh, okay.
Even cause my granny on part of my granny, she's a church going lady, like she's faithful with that. So all her grandkids that stayed under her roof on Paro, nigga, every Sunday she made us go to church. And then one day I'm like, when I'm listening to my older relative, the one that was like, stop crying like a little bitch when I got shot at. He stopped going. So I seen she wasn't with him, but she was making everybody else, all her other grandkids, go to church. And he told me, cause I used to go to church, but I used to sit way in the back and then go to sleep, and then she'd act like she going to the bathroom to walk by me and pinch me, get your ass up, like type shit.
Old school granny.
Yeah, you feel me? And I'm confined in this one day, like, bro, like, man, she keep making the nigga go to church, like, whoa. He like, man, the nigga trying to make this money, like, whoa. I'm like, bro, I got a sack. I'm not trying to go, but I gotta go to church. He like, man, you gotta tell her. So I told her, like, granny, don't wake me up on Sunday. I ain't going to church no more.
Damn, and you were how old?
I was 12.
You was 12. All right, so after tell granny don't wake you up.
Yeah, don't wake me up
Man,
no more
so
on Sunday.
Did you go to you on your Sundays to yourself at 12?
Yeah, cause you know I'm in school. I gotta go to school Monday through Friday.
What you doing in school? You probably terrorizing the school.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's hear about what you was doing in school. So if you at 12, you in the GTA, you Grand Theft Auto before the video game. So
yeah, before
the video game, you already GTA and shit.
Yeah.
So tell me what it's like when you show up in school. Are you the type of kid that when you show up in school, they're like, oh, here he come, babyface killer?
No, look, honestly, like I was more like I said, I was kind of like the runt on my crew. Like, you get what I'm saying? I developed on the street level a little later than the niggas, because everybody was older than me. So at that time, they just knew me as Tyler. Oh, that's Tyler. Like, ooh.
Okay, so.
But I wouldn't go to school because I wanted to be on the block selling dope and shit. You feel me? All the bitches, they love the nigga though. They love the nigga.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Compton Sayai. I went to Mayfair High School, Belmont High, and then I went to jail.
Okay, I don't know much about those schools, but you didn't go to Centennial.
Nah, I couldn't go to no high schools in Compton. I got kicked out the school district.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what are these schools like? Are these like, because I know like.
All right, so Compton Centennial is Compton Sayai is a continuation school.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's in the Fruit Towns. It's on Culver.
And at this time, you guys don't get along.
Nah,
right?
we had like bullshit going on before that, but at this time we wasn't like full-fledged beefing. Like we was hanging, like they would be in the hood and we'd be in the D's, like, you know, like everything was smooth. Like, but when I went to jail for the murder and shit, that's when that shit kicked up. Like it was bad. Damn, homies.
Man, so you at 12, you in high school, man. So I'm thinking this got to be around the 11th grade then when you go to jail, because you say you go to jail at 17. So you around the 11th grade?
Correct.
So you don't even make it to being a senior then. You in the 11th grade. So man.
I didn't go to winter formal. What's that shit? Winter formal, right? Prom, none of that shit. Yeah, none of that shit. Because I was going to camps. Glen Rocky, Carl Horton, and all that, juvenile stances. Man,
shit. What was it like, man, being 17? You know, man, understanding, man. What kind of offer did they come with you at first when you first got booked for whatever they was accusing you of at that time?
They never gave me a deal. They never offered me a deal.
Really?
Nah, they never offered me a deal, bro. Cause there was two that was with me they turned star witnesses. Yeah, they were star witnesses.
Can you talk about that or no?
Of course, man. That shit over with.
Okay.
But so they didn't offer me no deal. So I'm fighting the case. I'll do a year in juvenile hall. I do a year in Sylmore in a compound. For those who know, you know, on the hood. Then I turn 18. They send me to the county jail. When I get to the county jail, I'm in the county jail for like 2 or 3 months. My attorney come for a visit. He like, man, we got a new DA, and they talking about giving you a deal. But the deal gonna be 15 and 2 strikes. Would you take that? In my mind, I'm like, nigga, hell yeah, I'm gonna take that without a doubt. But this is my attorney, so I'm like, look, man, you don't think you can get it down to like 11 or something? Like, you feel me? Ooh. He like, man, look. The first DA we had, they weren't trying to give you no deals. We got a new DA and he talking about 15 years and you got to think about that. So, but like I said, in my mind, I'm like, nigga, for sure I'm taking that.
Right.
But you my attorney, so I'm like, nigga, like, come on, bro. If this what they coming with, try to get a little better type shit. So he like, look, I'm gonna give you a couple of days to think about it. Your next court date, we're gonna start picking jury selection. And that's when they gonna offer the deal or whatever. So I go back, I'm jolly as down the corridors going to my dorm, because I'm like, for sure, if they offer this 15, I'm taking that. Damn homies. Boom. First day we do jury selection, they don't say nothing about no deal, because you know it's 3 days. First day, they don't say nothing. Second day, they don't say nothing about no deal. Third day, nigga, I get out the bed and like, look, bro, I'm not going in the courtroom until I talk to my attorney first. Like, whoa. So they go get my attorney, come out. I tell my attorney, like, look, man, that 15 years, I was thinking about it, you feel me? I'm ready to take it. He like, what? You'll take the 15? I'm like, yeah. He like, right now, if they offer it right now, you gonna take it? I'm like, yeah, right now, if they offer 15, I'm gonna take it. He like, I'll be right back, I'm gonna go holler at him. Blood go in there, holler at the DA. Blood come back, I'm like, what's up? Like, nigga, what they say? He like, oh man, they said it was too late, you know, whatever, wop. So if they offer you a deal right now, it's gonna be 30 years or 42 years. He like, would you take that? I said, hell no. They gonna have to give me that because we finna go to trial. Dead homie, blood, I'm not taking that. That's not, man, I'm not taking that, bro.
And when they said 30, your whole life must have
I
flashed in
said,
front
what?
of you.
Nigga? I'm like, what happened to the 15, bro? Like, nigga, you told me 15. He like, oh, it was too late, whatever. I'm like, blood, I'm not taking that, bro. Let's just suit up. They on the hood.
Okay, so you decide to suit up, you go on the trial, you taking it all the way now. Now you go in there, man, so what ended up happening?
So I go to trial, power road, nigga. I end up getting found guilty on manslaughter.
Okay, so they kicked it down from
The charges, yeah.
the original charges.
Well, they had the first degree, the second degree, and manslaughter charges as far as for the jury, like to decide on.
Okay.
Like, you get what I'm saying? And the jury found me guilty on manslaughter and a gun allegation. So I got 11 years for manslaughter, and then I got a 10-year gun enhancement. So in totality, I got 21 years with no life sentence.
Man, when they read the charges in the courtroom, man, you being such young, 17 years old, man, what was you feeling at that time? Was you have your family in the courtroom with you? Like, anybody in there with you?
Only person that was like coming every day faithfully was my granny. My granny, and she was in there, and like, nigga, like when I look at her and shit, like I could see her like with her eyes closed, with her head down, so I knew she was praying. And then one day, like after probably like a week or so, she told, like, I called my mama and shit in the court tanks. And she like, my mama tell me like, your granny want to talk to you. I'm like, all right, put her on the phone. So I talked to my granny and shit. And she like when I go in the courtroom and like I'm hearing everything that's going on. Cause like my mama, she had an idea of what I was doing in the streets and shit. But my granny never knew. Like, my granny never knew like what I was doing and shit. So she like, I'm hearing was, so all the shit, you gotta think the DA paint a cold picture trying to get this conviction that he want. Like, you get what I'm saying? So from the outside looking in, you gonna think like, this little devil, like this nigga really a demon. Like, so she like, I'm hearing what's going on in the courtroom, and then I'm looking at you, and she like,
Your granny in disbelief totally.
yeah, for sure.
She don't want to believe nothing they
Nah.
say. No.
And she told me straight up, like, when I'm in the courtroom, I'm hearing what's going on, and when I look at you, like, I don't see no emotion or like no regrets about what they saying you did. And I told her, like, Granny, what the like, they trying to take my life. Like, how am I supposed to react? So that's why I got no regrets, no emotions tatted. That's what she said. Like, you display no emotions and no regrets. Like, it's like you just there.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Real shit.
Pyro.
Man, that's crazy.
Homie,
That's a
fool.
crazy story, bro. Man, so man, you get locked up, man. You go away, man, and man, where they send you to first when you go down? Where you end up at?
When I go down,
Where'd you get shipped off to when you went to prison first time?
so I had to go I went from juvenile hall to the county jail. From the county jail to reception, I went to Chino reception. Then from Chino reception, I went to New Delano, the level 4 prison yard, 180.
You went to a level 4? How old when you hit level 4?
I was 18.
Man, you was on the 18 on the level 4?
Correct.
Man, you was in there with the beast of all beasts.
I was with the big dogs.
Man.
I was with the big dogs.
So tell me, as soon as you come in, what they do? Hand you a knife? They tell you get ready, keep your boots on.
Well,
like, what's the flavor? What you thinking?
So when I first get there, the prison was on lockdown because
Okay.
it was a war going on between the Mexicans and the blacks. So we was on lockdown and shit. But I was in a cell with a homie that was from like Sac. So blood didn't really lace my boots and shit. It wasn't until like they started letting us up. My second yard, I had a fight on the yard with an older homie from Paru and shit. And then once that happened, they moved me.
Can you take us through the fight real quick?
So he was trying to pretty much like lace me on some bullshit, which I already knew. Like, you on some whole other shit, like blood on Paru. Like, I'm laced, but I'm not really laced like to the prison standards.
Because the level 4 is a little different, right?
It's political,
Right.
it's structured, it's serious, and it's violent. But he was trying to, the rhetoric blood was trying to preach was, it was poisonous amongst the blood court type shit. And I already knew off the dribble. Like, I had to be to prison to know, like, nigga, the shit you talking about, nigga, I'm not doing that, fool, in the hood. So long story short, Blood started sending word to all the other YGs, like, oh, this running his own program, he ain't listening, woo, woo, wah.
So he trying to like paint you like you
Yeah, like
in a bad spot. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the YGs put me to the side and let me know what was going on. So I go and get at Blood, like, Blood, what's up with you, Blood, on the dead homies, fool? Like, ooh, wow. On Paro, like, man, dead homies. I see the little bitch that's on the catwalk, the guard, the tower guard.
Mm-hmm.
She right here though. You feel me? So, like, I'm on Blood about the shit he doing. You feel me? But like I said, I just can't. I was a kid coming to this adult world. So he knew how to read body language and all that old shit. Like, I was still naive to all that. So he read the play. Like, I look up to see where the bitch in the tower was at. And once I did that,
took off.
Blood fired on me. Dead homies, Blood, Power Street. We start locking and shit, whatever they come, they lay the yard down. When they lay the yard down, they send me to the building where one of my G homies from my hood, G Pop, where Blood was at. Blood, at this time, Blood was down like 19 years. 20 years, I moved in the cell with Blood. On Pyro, nigga, once Blood laced my boots. Dead homies, I was running shit, nigga. P-phone riders, politicking, whooping shit off the yard, all that. Blood on the dead homies, fool. Like, nigga, I was one of the top 5 YGs, Blood on the yard, Blood. After that, Blood, ain't none of that, bro. P-phone. Not never getting took off on, none of that, nigga. Dead homies, I'm gonna always be the aggressor. And then when I do a demo and I lay this yard down, I'm gonna put on a spectacle. They gonna know, like, oh yeah, young nigga from Treetop, like, oh yeah. Yeah, homies, fool, like, he means business. Yeah. Treetop gang, and these all facts, bro. This not nothing to try to go viral and all that old shit, bro. These is real facts, nigga. Dead homies, fool.
Okay.
I got 115s and all that to back up what I'm saying. In that world, you gotta come with paperwork, documents. You feel me?
Man,
yeah.
shit.
I hear you.
Yeah, Cam. You gotta come with paperwork and all that. You feel me?
I hear you, man. I hear you. Okay, so, you're in prison, man. Things are wild, man. Like, what is like the wildest thing that you can talk about that you've seen when you were there?
Man, I've seen a lot of deaths. Like, people think that, oh, okay, this got sentenced, oh, he only got 6 months in jail. He only got 2 months in jail. He only got 3 weeks in jail. That mean, bitch? That don't mean that you gonna make that date. On Paru, like, Blood on Paru, it's easier for you to get smoked in jail just as much as easy as it is on the streets, fool. On rules, like, and that's where people fail to realize.
It's probably even more, it's probably easier
exactly.
in jail. If
exactly.
You think about it, shit. Everybody in there with the business.
Come on, bro.
And you can't get away.
You can't get away.
Yeah.
There's nowhere you can run or hide or, cause for the Bloods on a prison yard, it's mandatory yard. Mandatory yard. I don't give a fuck if it's snowing, if it's what's that shit when the ice, what's the ice? Sleet, hail, whatever. It's mandatory yard. And at least 30 minutes, nigga, all the homies, we gonna work out together and then you can disperse and do what you do. It's like, yeah, it's real, like,
yeah, man, so you young, you one of the YGs up there, man, you programming, man, you looking for your date to get out of there, man. You seeing a lot of death, a lot of death coming and going, man. Did you ever have a time when you thinking you wasn't gonna make it up out of there, or you was like?
For sure. I was hopeless. Because you gotta think, I'm fresh 18 and I'm on a high maximum security yard. And it's bullshit every day. Wars, in-house shit, or whatever the case may be. And when I caught my first shoe term, I did 15 months in the shoe straight.
Man, for people that don't know, man, explain what the hell the shoe look like. So a lot of people hear the shoe, but a lot of people don't really know what that is.
It's pretty much the hole. So you really in the cell 24 hours a day unless the days that you got yard. I think yard is like 4 hours on that day, 3 hours or
From
some
what
shit
I've
like
been
that.
told, they say you go to the shoot like you get let out in like a little dog cage or
Correct.
something. Is that true?
That's absolutely correct.
Damn.
Yeah. It's really like a dog kennel. Yeah.
So cats
Lined
just
up
what?
back to
So
back.
cats in the shoe, man. They work it. They in the dog kennel, man. You up there, man. And you say you feeling hopeless, man. So
Well, I at that time I was like whatever, cause that was some of the most peacefulest time that I had in prison. Being in the hole, like being in the shoe. I had a cool celly, my Ray B from Bonnie Hunters. You feel me? And it's like everything that you got coming, they gonna give to you, versus being on the yard. Like on the yard, anything the yard can go down or whatever, and they'll stop store, they'll stop packages, they'll stop visits, like all the little shit, bro. Missing metal, oh no program, everything shut down. And the shoe, they gotta run that shit, cause you're not on a full blown yard where they gotta watch everybody. You feel me? Type shit, and you store yard, whatever you got coming visits, they gonna get that shit to you. That shit was smooth.
and so how long did you stay there?
15 months.
So you there 15 months. Is that where you started like started jailing and like getting into yourself and when did you start taking this rap shit seriously? What really made you like, let me get into this, let me get into my zone, let me make something to myself? Somebody whisper in your ear, say, man, you got something, man, stay away from the bullshit or move like this until you can get back to what you need to do?
Well, and the shoe, that's when all my bitches left me. Because there's no contact visits, you ain't got no access to no phones, it's snail mail. You get what I'm saying? So when you in that type of situation, all you got is yourself. You feel me?
What about your granny and your mom? She did what she could?
They did what they could, you feel me? They came a couple times, came to see me and shit, make sure I was straight or whatever, checked on my well-being and shit.
Yeah, they say, man, the only person that love you unconditionally is your mother, grandmother. That's what they say, man. Everybody else, shit is up for sale, bro. Highest bidder, man. So that shit, I'm sure that shit probably had you bitter than them. Man, I know you was, that you got everybody cool, and at the time when you needed them the most, they out of there.
Yeah,
man. So what you thinking like once that happened? Like when they chicks bail on you. You in there, you already know you still got to stretch. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really start buckling down on your shit, like, when you really was thinking like, man, let me go this way.
A lot of use religion or books to help them pass their time. Me writing and composing and shit is what helped me do my time and shit. So that's when I started writing and shit. And then when I got kicked out to shoot, and I went to High Desert. That's up north. That's right next door to Reno, Nevada. And I can show you DM messages right now from niggas that's in High Desert right now that was like, blood, like we never knew that you rapped. And it's crazy to see you, how you booming right now on the streets, my
They gonna trip when they see this top tier G brand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, shit. What's that about, man? You see, you got you
Yeah, this
represent.
my merch. Yeah, this my merch, man. I had to come with my good merch and all that for my good people, my good supporters and all that.
Check the hat out, man. You
Oh,
gotta
the
show
hat.
that. You gotta show the hat game.
Come on, man. Look at the hat, man.
That's for all your guys that's down, man. They didn't know you had it in them, man. So you serving as inspiration for them, man.
Exactly, blood.
Inspiration.
That's
man.
why I be like I pop my shit to a certain extent, right? But I keep it modest, you feel me? But everybody know, like, now I'm a real Bompton baby. I'm really authentic, like, you feel me? Don't step like how I step. Don't press how I press. You feel me? When I just went back to the pen on Paro, I put a smile on all the blood's face. The essays, the Northaniels, all that blood, the Woods. You feel me? I put a smile on their face because they like, that's a real, like, he really went through the trenches. Like, he was really, you feel me? And He was getting busy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it.
On roads, like, you feel me? On roads, like, but this internet shit is a different world. So that's why I don't pop it the way that I pop it. You get what I'm saying? I pop it, but I, gotta watch
Yeah,
type shit. You feel me?
You know how it is, man,
Yeah.
because it's somebody right now, man. They like, as soon as they see this interview, they're going to be like, man, that dude, man, blah, 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 just because of you.
Yeah.
Man, you know.
Yeah,
Man,
for sure.
you and a lot of people don't know, man, you know, you right before you got locked up this last time, 4 days after that, who came looking for you? Now, that's a dope story. Don't pop it harder.
Rick Ross, the boss.
The boss is looking for you, man. How'd that go down? How'd you link in with that, man? Tell the people, man, how that went down. So you popping hard, you got it going, man. You about to do your thing. You end up getting knocked. Baby mom do the foul move on you, send the pigs in there on you, man. So
Catch it with 2 blades.
they catch you with the 2 blades. The Baconators came ate you.
Yeah.
Then now you in there, and 4 days later you find out.
Well, I knew. So, what was it like? It was June 17th. First and foremost, like, I'm one of the reasons why my hood got a peace treaty with the Fro Towns.
How's that? Like, how'd you put that together?
Because it came from the pen.
Damn.
It came from the.
So when you're in jail, this peace walk happens.
But I sacrificed my life and my freedom for that to be able to happen peacefully.
Outside.
I was, come on, bro. Like, it's just certain things I don't want to talk about, but you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
That shit came from the pen, though. So shout out to all the homies in the pen. If you know, you know. Shout out G-Pot, shout out Duck, shout out Joker. You feel me? Lil Duck, you feel me?
Around 2012, I'm at the Dub Show. I'm backstage, and YG is performing. And you know, he's performing, and I'm looking in the crowd, and I see some dudes banging. I can't really tell who they are and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's pretty normal at a concert, so I didn't really think much of it. But then I didn't really know what was going on in Compton at the time, but I see it's Compton Menace. And you know, YG's trying to perform and shit, but they're in the crowd talking shit.
For sure.
They're kind of in the back. You probably already know the story.
Yeah, I know about it. Yeah.
You know, but I was right there, and all of a sudden, mid song, YG just takes off to the back. Menace's dudes take off to the back, and they met in the back and got down. And so yeah, I don't know. I never mentioned that before.
It's hot around that time.
For sure, it was up. It was up. But you know, once you go to in California, like once you go to the pen and shit, bro, and you hit the yards that I hit, bro, like all that separation type shit amongst the homies, like amongst the bloods and shit, is not tolerated. It's unacceptable. So you subject to be in the cell with your op. Like, you get what I'm saying? And you got certain older homies, blood, on parole that's gonna uphold that. Whatever's going on the streets, it stay on the streets. If you come up here with that bullshit, you gonna get dealt with. Straight up. You feel me? On rules. We a notorious gang, so a lot of people hate us, but like I said though, as far as that beef though, like blood, that shit was senseless to me. So even though it came from the pen, like I made sure like I upheld it as far as I could, bro. And I did that. Cause I know it's a lot of niggas that's been on the streets that ain't never been to YA, county jails, or prison. They don't really know structure. They don't really know politics. And they been listening to the wrong individuals. You get what I'm saying? This shit is bigger than me and him.
On the set.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. The peace walk was huge, man. You know, it was good to see.
No,
you know
for sure.
You know,
but I missed that though, because I was in a pen. You feel me?
Right, yeah. Not just for you guys, but I mean, I think just for like, you know, to show like, yeah, you can end some beef. You know, a lot of people feel like, you know, once it goes left and people start, you know, getting hurt and everything, that you can't come back from it. But, you know, I think like, you know, there's been a few peace treaties, you know, in LA too, you know, that like kind of proven that it can happen.
It take level-headed individuals that really been through something, that understand the bigger picture to make some shit like that occur.
Yeah.
That last movement back there, you had something to do with sending that order from the joint? Like that?
It came from the joint.
Okay.
All my closest friends, the people that I call my friend, is in prison or dead. And what a lot of people got misconstrued is that in California, nigga, the prisons really run shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that's like the pen, like, nigga, if you ain't got, if your record, your prison record is bullshit, nigga, you ain't nothing, blood. Like, nigga don't want to hear what you gotta say, fool. Dead homies. If you got a immaculate background, prison background, all right, for sure. Because you know how to push, you know right from wrong, you know the structure, politics, how to be political and all that. Like, you feel me? That's where a lot of people up at on the hood. Because I got on the yard right now. If you go to the pen for doing something to me, and I'm not talking about just from my hood.
Okay.
You feel me?
You got a network.
Come on, bro. I'm a real Don move, fool. Come on, bro.
Real quick though, back to the Peace Walk, the hood, Treetop, and the Fruit Town, those was like the major pieces of the puzzle to bring that Paru unity, because the Paru car already been together, but it's been so much friction between the hood, you feel me, and the homies on the east side. So that was important right there for the card, for sure.
Blood on Paru.
Okay, that's what's up.
Dead homies. But I don't like speaking on that shit though, cause what's understood don't gotta be explained. Then they got all this old Rico shit going on. Like, nigga, I don't want to be a part of none of that shit.
I hear that.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
That was big for the P card, for sure.
DJ Quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I grew up on DJ Quick, man, and you know he always rapped about Treetop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's your thoughts? You know, growing up, and you know the hood being so famous. You know, mainly I want to say, you know, because of DJ Quick making it so popular, rapping about it and everything. Spruce Street.
Yeah, he did
that.
Yeah.
Like, what's your thoughts on, you know, DJ Quick and, you know, all that?
I mean, shit, he played an intricate part as far as, like, you know, getting the hood known, like, worldwide and shit, you feel me? He's a great musician, producer, artist, you feel me?
Have you guys ever met?
Nah, I never met him. I'm young. I'm young as fuck.
Right, so
as far as compared to him. Like, you get what I'm saying?
He probably still with you though.
I mean, then you gotta think I went to jail young too.
Okay.
You know? So.
Cause he was mainly in the 90s, so you were just.
I was born in 92.
Okay, so you born probably right around when he
was popping.
Exactly.
Yeah, he popping.
Exactly. You feel me? So think about that. You feel me?
Yeah.
At the time when I was really in the streets, he wasn't coming around like that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's certain homies that, you feel me, at that time that was accessible to him, that fucked with him or whatever. But as far as us in the hood as kids and shit, like, he ain't finna pull up, like, and all that type shit, you know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Who was the big name rap dudes that when you was young, you was coming up, who did you look up to?
I'm gonna have to say, like, it was the Hot Boys.
Hot Boys, okay.
Nah, for sure. Cash Money.
Okay.
Yeah.
They bloods. they bloods, so-called, they bloods.
But this was before, like,
this before they became bloods? Okay.
Before that and before I was, like, you know,
okay,
on that type of time, and you feel me? Then was it that was booming, like, you feel me?
Was it Wayne or was it Hot Boys?
It was the Hot Boys.
The Hot Boys. Yeah.
Well, the Hot Boys is no limit in them.
Hot Boys is Birdman's brother, which is Terrence Gangsta Williams.
Yeah.
He's the original Hot Boy.
Yeah.
And everybody else.
But I'm Master P, Cash Money, and all them. Like,
okay.
Them was the that was booming.
Okay.
Like, you know, that we was all
that's
off
your
of.
era.
And
Okay.
they wasn't even swooping back then. Like,
No, they wasn't.
They wasn't. Yeah.
No, that wasn't.
Let them know then, Flame.
No, Bompton,
Let them know then, gang.
Okay.
Keep on. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say now.
You was up in there with that Blueface too.
Yeah, I was in there with Blueface.
Okay, what was that like?
What do you mean?
What was like? Did you guys talk? Did you guys have any
Of course.
Okay.
Well, I really like. It was he had a celly that was from '60s, and I used to talk to a celly. I didn't even know that Blueface was in my building, so I happened to go to the door to talk to his celly, and Blueface was laying on the top bunk and shit, and cause I had got a kite, he like, yeah, my celly Blue, like, ooh, he trying to get something from you. Ooh. I'm just thinking like it's just another crib, whatever. When I get to the door and shit, I'm like, I asked from '60s who I with. The baby thirsty and shit. I'm like, bro, who the is Blue? Because I had no real shit, bro. Like I had the building for the Bloods.
Okay.
I had the building. I had the keys, bro. So I'm like, bro, who the so I pretty much know everybody. Like, so I'm like, who the is Blue? He like, oh, my city, my nigga Blueface. I look. I'm like, what's up, nigga? I seen it was Blueface. I'm like, what's up, nigga? He like, oh, what up? I'm like, you don't even know who I am, huh? He like, no, what's your name? I'm like, blood, I'm Bompton, G, you don't know, from Treetop, nigga. Ooh. He like, oh, yeah. I heard about you. My Juice from Bop. Shout out to Juice from Bop. He like, man, he was telling me about you. You feel me? But I grew up with blood. They homies in juvenile hall.
That's CK Noon daughter brother.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
On Bompton.
It's a small world. Dead homies, bro. Blood will tell you right now, fool. Dead homies, fool. Like, but that's the homie from BOP. I guess he was telling Blueface about me and shit and all that or whatever the case may be.
So they got Blueface on the top bunk?
I mean, shit, yeah. I mean, it really don't matter. No, it don't matter, like, because somebody could be in that cell already when you get there.
Right.
So if it's already in that cell, of course he gonna have the bottom bunk.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I was just being messy, man.
Nah, it's cool. Like, I mean, I understand, but yeah.
I knew you would understand when I said
Yeah. But this for the people who don't know, like,
yeah.
in jail, like, nigga, like, if I'm in the cell, I'm gonna have a bottom bunk.
So,
nigga, if you got a bottom bunk chrono, you gonna have to talk that over with the police or something. Cause unless I feel for you or I fuck with you, you ain't getting this bottom rack, nigga. You gonna get your ass up there.
Yeah.
Straight up.
So you say you come in and Blueface is laying up top, huh?
Yeah. Face ashy and shit, peeling and shit. Like, what's up with this nigga, blood? Damn homies, fool.
Yeah, why his face was ashy? Why was he? Damn, what's going on with? Was he not,
I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I go the face ashy, peeling and shit. He a cool nigga though. But one thing I can say, like, the he was around, they wasn't really like lacing him up though. Like, as far as prison go, his prison etiquette, trash. It was trash.
Man, he seemed to be he made the internet recently, man. He got some, I don't know if you seen him since then when you was down that last time. He got some big ass tattoo on his face. People trying to figure out what it is on his face. Did you either one of y'all see it? What is it?
He got his hood on his face.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm gonna say is, on rules, nigga. Ask Blueface. Yeah, Giuno, he had it, nigga. He had the keys. He is what he say he is. Like,
okay.
Yeah. That's what I can't say though. Straight up.
Cool.
That part.
On T-hats. Yeah. Top tier merch. Gonna cop that if you want to support a real dead helps, fool. P-Phone Riders.
I know was acting like they was doing shit for you up in there in Power, and they wasn't. And they said they was.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, look, blood on T-hats, fool. Look, what I'm gonna say is, shout out to Big Homie CC. Cause blood was looking out for. He even ran my music across Birdman and Gangster Williams. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to him for that. Shout out to Stephen Belafonte. Cause I ain't had to ask that for nothing, and that was given generously, bro. In the hood. Shout out to King Pill. He wasn't looking out for me, but
Whoa.
you know, he's smooth.
That Wack acting like he did something though. They sending money, but cap.
Yeah,
Straight cap.
the Wack. I asked the Wack for a band, so I can get myself situated when I hit the main line and shit. He told me, you know, he had a whatever. And nigga, I ain't hear from the since. Like, well, I talked to him when I got out, but as far as the money situation go.
And Blood was over there saying that he was looking out, like,
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah.
popping it, like
Yeah,
he was looking out.
He was. I guess he was telling from the information that I got. He was telling people like he was looking out for me, making sure he was the reason why I was straight in there, and all that. Like, which I found like crazy for somebody to even do. Like, nigga, if like you didn't really do it, you feel me? But I ain't here to down talk nobody or whatever. It is what it is. You feel me? Shout out to the other homie Pocket. Peace, bud.
Yeah, man. You I think I read you got out of jail the last time.
Mm-hmm.
The day Slim 400 got killed. Is that true?
December 8th. That was the day I paroled.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, how'd that make you feel? I think you wasn't even able to go to the funeral, were you?
No, I went to the funeral.
Oh, you did go to the
That
funeral?
was the first time I popped out.
Oh, wow.
For anything, like, cause I was still like shell shocked from being in society. Like I still was
You
trying
mean
to
out of society shit, really?
Huh?
Shell shock from being out of society.
I was shell shocked from being introduced back to society.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like, you feel me? And I was still trying to adjust, like, my reality. So
you and Slim, y'all came up together young?
Slim was a couple years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, how'd that make you feel, man, when you got out? I'm sure you planned on connecting with him on the music. I know you had it all figured out, and then you heard he got...
Well, as far as, like, the homies that did music, like, I didn't really, like, had intentions on connecting with them as far as music goes type shit.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that was never my intent. Like, I mean, we homies, we gonna see each other eventually.
But you wasn't like, yeah, I'm trying to go link up with them so I can get on. You was on your own way from the jump.
From the gate.
And whoever come with you, they're gonna come.
Fuck with me, whoever don't.
So you was gonna put the value in yourself and let them come. All right. Oh, I feel it. So no dick riding for you, no homo.
No.
Yeah, so that's what you was on. So instead, all your connections, you know on YG, you know on Slim 400, you know on the little cats from the hood. You like, when I come out, I'm on my own way. And that's why you got your own brand right here. I see now.
Man,
okay, cool.
This shit for real. Like, because, like, I got Crips right now. Like, that's like, man, I don't know G Uno. That didn't even know I rap to this day. I don't know G Uno. I know G1.
Okay.
The nigga that was on them yards, laying shit down, pressing, stepping. You feel me? And I had homies that this is why I took it, another reason why I took it serious. Not only because that was all I had when I was at my lowest, but I had homies that I let hear a few of my songs, and they was like, bro, when you get out, if you don't take that shit serious, like, bro, you a waste of talent.
Damn.
Man. Real shit.
Man, shout out to them homies.
Nah, for sure.
Man, they really believed in you. Man, I heard one of your songs recently, man.
Don't tell me that unless you can say the name of the song.
I gotta get, man. I'm gonna get it. I ain't gonna say it till I get it, but I like the song. When I get it, we're gonna come back.
Cause I still don't even know what song.
Man, I gotta tell you, man. Hold up.
Please do.
Let me go get this song out, man. I put the song. Hold on.
I appreciate it though.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But I got a new song that just dropped today. It's called Days and Weeks.
Okay. A prison song?
Huh?
What's Days and Weeks mean?
That's the name of the song.
I mean, does it have?
And it don't got nothing to do with prison though.
Oh, okay.
It's called Days and Weeks. And
there's no concept to it?
Of course, there's a concept to it, but you gotta check it out.
Okay.
To get the concept. And I'm gonna just say it like this, right? Because a lot of people ask me like, oh, like when they hear, they like, damn, you stepped your bars up, like you really elevated, like ooh. Even though I feel like I'm still the same, whatever. You know, I feel like I've been hard. You feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, like Glorilla, like she inspired that song for me.
Okay.
On a roll, it's like, yeah, Glorilla.
That's crazy.
So go check that out. Days and Weeks. Bompton G Uno. Type in Bompton G Uno. Nigga, it's gonna come up.
Man, I found it.
Well, what's the name of it, bro?
Man, Hotline Freestyle.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
But it's called I just did an interview with Shots Out at the Bar. So shout out to Shots at the Bar.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You feel me? Shout out to them. When they uploaded it, they called it Hotline Freestyle.
Then now you mad at me because I don't know what the hell the song.
No, man, nah. I ain't mad at nobody, man.
I love that song, man.
Thank you.
Man, that's what the first song. I mean, I love that song. You killed that, man. That's a summer banger, man.
I appreciate
That's going all the way. That one going all the way, man.
I appreciate
I
that.
listened to it twice last night, matter of fact.
Is that right?
Yeah, for real
That's
talk.
crazy.
Yeah, I was like, man, homie got one right here.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
you did a little remix of that beat, man. That's fire. So yeah, talk about that shot. So
It's called Days and Weeks.
If y'all look it up online, it says Hotline Freestyle. That's what it says.
No. That's because that Shots at the Bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they posted.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But when you go look it up and you type my name in, it's called Days and Weeks.
Man, shit, I also like that They Not Like Us freestyle, boy. That was hard too, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that was hard, bro, man. You killed that, man.
Yeah,
How the hood receiving, how Compton receiving that?
When I initially dropped it on YouTube, aside from my song I got called Politicking, I think that was the highest views I got.
Okay. And let me ask you this question, man. While you young, did Nipsey inspire you with anything musically?
For sure, most definitely.
Sure. Okay.
When I was in prison, like Nipsey Hussle, like I didn't want to, like, used to ask me, was I gonna sign to YG or like who was I gonna sign
So them two
to?
definitely was with each other.
Yeah, but you know me and YG, we from the same hood.
Okay, he treat top. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they definitely was with each other. And there was some little drama over Nipsey bringing YG to the hood, and then YG didn't get no smoke when he brought Nipsey to the hood, but Nipsey got smoke when he brought YG to the hood. I guess they wasn't really feeling that from what I understand. But so you got YG, Nipsey, they with each other, so you with Nip just because you know he connected to your hood too in a kind of way, right?
Nah, that wasn't the reason why.
Okay.
The reason why was because his mentality.
Okay.
Like I understood at a young age, like the objective, like he was pressing. Like when he came out with the song Hustle in the House.
Okay.
This was like 2009, like the end of the 08, right before I called my case, when nobody knew who he was. Like, didn't really start getting up on Nipsey Hussle until after he died.
Man, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm from back east, and man, without a shadow of a doubt, I never heard of Nipsey Hussle till I came to the West Coast. But when I came to the West Coast, Nipsey on my all-time favorite.
Come on, man.
MC, man. I'm talking about my all-time favorite artist, man. 1,000%.
That's who I wanted to f with. I didn't give a f. I wanted to come home and f with him, and it was f up because he died on my birthday.
Wow, I know your birthday then, because I could tell you it's March 31st.
Power Street.
March 31st.
Power Street, blood
March
died
31st.
on my birthday.
March 31st, man. I remember where I was, man. Where were you when you was locked up when you
I was
found
in
out?
High Desert State Prison. In the cell by myself. And the homie driving from Nutty Block came to my door. I'm sipping light, and I got big cups of light, and waiting to get out so I can drink with the homies and shit. He come to my door because he was a porter. Like, man, you heard Nipsey Hussle just died. Ooh, he got killed. I'm like, bro, get away from my door. I go sit down, sip my cup. I'm flicking the channel. Yeah, it's on the news. The nigga just died. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Damn,
Damn,
the way he went out too, but that shit was real crazy, boy. But hey, I was gonna say this, man. So I know where I was when it happened too, man. I was in Kansas City, Missouri, and I was facing a Dollar Tree, and a girl who lived in California who was with the girl that I was with called her sister, called and told her, yeah, just heard Nipsey got knocked down. I remember I was just sitting there like, damn. And man, I remember when I drove off, man, I'm like, man, that shit hurt me. I never met Nipsey. Never been to his neighborhood or nowhere in them places, man. And I felt like I was so connected to that, man. I was literally hurt inside, like I lost somebody. That's what that shit felt like. You know what I mean?
That was like a Tupac moment.
Yeah, one of them Tupac moments. Yeah,
Right.
Definitely big for the West Coast, man.
No, for sure.
Long live Nip.
For
Yeah,
sure.
long live Nip, man. 1,000%.
Shout out to his family and shit.
Man, I seen you. Man, you been to Marathon Burger?
Yeah.
Man, how was it when you was received? You went in there and was it cool?
I was looking for that Black Sam.
Oh damn. Okay.
Not like that though, but it's like
okay.
Nah, because
I didn't take it that way.
my mama for whatever reason, like she wanna meet the nigga. Like she wanna I don't know what the fuck she want to do. But like, she always be talking about the nigga and shit. But I went up there though to support and shit. And I must say though, as far as like fast food restaurants though, like that shit is like top 3.
Oh yeah.
Hands down, bro. Like, period.
Oh yeah. I went there and ate a couple weeks back, and I don't even eat meat, and I had the vegan burger, and I had to open the burger up twice to make sure it was vegan. That's how slapping it was. So man, shout out to Marathon Burger,
sure.
man. Y'all
Like,
got some of the best burgers on the planet. I don't know what kind of cocaine they put in them burgers, but keep putting it in there.
Dead homies,
keep
right?
putting it in there. That's some of the best burgers I ever had. I ain't gonna lie.
Like when we was in there waiting for our order to be done and shit, had a bitch pass out.
Damn.
The bitch passed out, fainted.
Behind the counter or?
Nah, one of the people that was like ordering and shit. Yeah, waiting in line.
The line's super long out there, bro.
Super long.
Man, I waited almost an hour and 30 minutes.
No, we didn't wait that long. We was presidential. You know what I'm talking
about? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I gotta go with you next time.
Yeah, come with me, bro. Like, you feel me?
We'll get my burger.
Yeah.
We talked about what led to you going to prison. So what happens when you get to prison this time? You know, you've been to prison before, so you know what I'm saying, you already know your way around, know how to move and everything.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, this is just a quick stay, so you're not going for a long time. Do you have to go to like a level 4 still, or you know, do they drop you down?
All right, so initially, cause the cases, the charges that I went back to prison for, they was non-violent. So, and I had discharged parole, so they was trying to send me to like a lower level yard, which is like a 50-50, which I heard that's where Blueface is at, on the 50-50. And them are like no bueno, 50-50 yards. So once I caught wind of that, like that's where they was going to try to send me.
So you say 50-50, what does that mean?
50-50 is you got supposedly 50% is general population on the same yard with like PCs, rapists, snitches, dropouts.
So it's like a S&Y yard.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So once I caught wind of that, I'm like, oh no, that's out. Not Bompton G1, not G1. I can't go to one of them type of yards. So what I did was, like, I start signing up for all the 201s, which is like DPs, disciplines and shit. And on my third 201, I fractured my pinky knuckle. And the same day I got a cast put on my hand and shit, I knocked out a from the Bay Area, nigga, in the dice game. Dead homie, fool. Dead homie, fool. Knock blood smooth out. Wow, wow. P-phone riders. So I boosted my points up.
What are some things, sorry, real quick. What are some things that can get you a DP? So this is county?
Nah, this is prison.
Yeah.
This
so
prison.
What are some things
this reception.
What are some things that can get you a DP?
Pretty much like if your conduct towards another race can get you DP. Not following the guidelines of this Damu shit for sure can get you DP. And then just any weird shit like blood on parole, like nigga. Gambling on your ass with men, like the gay man, you feel me? And running up dope debts. You're gonna get your ass whooped. P-phone riders.
How bad are the DPs in prison compared to on the streets?
Oh, that shit bad. It's bad. Because you gotta think, like, just in there working out all day, every day. Exercising, you feel me? And it's like I was explaining to you earlier, like in prison, that's like the big stage. That's
gladiator school.
Exactly. It's the streets, county jail, and prison. You feel me?
That's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? So when I do a demo, better make a demo. You feel me?
Gotta demonstrate that message.
You guys too. Every yard I hit, nigga, I'm not even there for a week before I put down my demo. Then niggas know. Dead homies, I done had, like, I was in the worst prison in California, high desert. And when I came, me and Lil Fader from Ludus Park, I came, I ain't even had my property yet. I just got out the shoe. Nigga, we put out a demo, Pyro, nigga, they was like, I'm talking about Crips. That was the coldest demo we seen since we been here. Dead homies, I'm finna, you gonna know, bro. You gonna think twice. You gonna think twice. Dead homies, fool. P-Funk, nigga.
So what was like the worst fight that you had during that time?
In prison,
Yep.
I ain't had no worse fights. Like I said, once the G homie laced my boots and told me like, on Pyro, nigga, you always be the aggressor. Cause if you're not the aggressor, blood, you're a victim. I'm not finna be no victim, bro. I ain't never been DP'd. I never been stabbed. I ain't never been ran off no yards. Nigga. None of that. Ran up no dope debts, no boys. None of that shit, fool. On peace. T-hats, nigga.
What is the situation that got you in one of your fights?
Man, the first one, like I was just telling you about, the older homie trying to push a bullshit rhetoric. Another one was me and another homie, like, I don't know, fool, like what blood was going through or whatever. But I'm a real Bompton baby, and I'm like real sensitive, like when it comes to this Bompton shit. And you know, blood kind of like said some slick shit, like towards Bompton, to the Bompton homies, like to me though. Because I didn't want to do nothing for him at the moment. You feel me? So I told one of the other Bompton homies, like, blood got one more time on Pyro, and I'm going to go for blood jaw. Dead homies. And just so happened, blood did it, nigga. I went for blood jaw, nigga. And laid the yard down. Dead homies, fool. P-Funk.
Did you have to go to the hole afterwards?
Nah. Like, you don't really go to the hole for mutual combat.
Mutual combat, no.
Yeah, you don't go to the hole for that and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's no real consequences to it, or?
As far as like administration?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a 115, you get like 90 days added on. You feel me? But I was doing so much that fight, it put me on C status. C status is like being on the main line in the hole. No property, no electronics. You don't get to work, no jobs. Like, you don't get to use the phone type shit. You get what I'm saying? And that's how I ended up getting out early. Because remind you, I was sentenced to 21 years. I paroled after my 13th year because I went to the law library. That was the only way I can get out my cell. I had to sign up for the law library, and when I went to the law library, shout out to my from the Bay Area, blood on the dead homies. One of my from the Bay Area was like, nigga, he showed me the game. He gave me the sauce, and I used it, nigga, and I got out on the dead homies, bro.
But you was looking at all day too, huh?
Yeah, I was fighting 60 years with 2 life sentences at 18.
Whoa.
Power Street.
Man, shit, you're a unicorn being here.
What about
Exactly.
this last time?
I'm not even supposed to be
going
here.
to prison.
So, all right, so this last time, bro, I swear, like the courts and shit, they was with me. Cause when you go to reception, before you get placed on any yard where you finna go to, you got a counselor that come let you know your release date, how many points you got, and the yard you going to.
When you say what you like with you or what you like trying to you over?
Trying to f me over.
Okay.
So I took 2.5, right? So I had did a certain amount of time in the county, and then the county time is 2 for 1. You get 2, every day counts as 2 days.
2 days. Mm-hmm.
So they gave me like 6 months credit. So I was supposed to came home at the end of 2024, the beginning of 2025. They had my minute order all up, bro. They had gave me 4 years. And I get out of my counselor like, bro, what the f is this? Like, why this, like, this wrong? Like, ooh, he like, well, this is what the court sent us. Ooh, ooh. So in order for you to change that and get whatever you saying you're supposed to get, somebody on the streets got to go to court and get your court date put back on calendar. You feel me? And fix it. If not, this is going to be your release date type shit. Dead homies, bro.
Damn.
P
That's
Funk.
cold, man.
That's
Not
cold.
only that, remind you, I wasn't supposed to go back to a level 4. I was supposed to go to a level 3. They sent me back to a level 4. Once they fixed the court, my release date and all that, they sent me back to a level 4.
When they seen you come back in that level 4, what was they saying?
The homies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, blood. The homies love me. The homies love me, blood. Pyro, all the homies and all the other bills wanted me to come. Hey, blood, come over here. Like, ooh, like blood on P Funk, blood. The homies, I put a smile on the homies' face, blood. I get the homies hope. Real shit, bro.
Damn. I hope you give them some hope from out here, though. They can see
From
you
out here.
Yeah, from out here.
Not just the homies, though. Like I told you, it's
feel
Crips, too.
Man, I'm gonna ask you this question, man. This is for both of y'all, man. Y'all been watching what's going on with Trump, man, and what he plan on doing with like people that getting locked up. Y'all know what he's trying to do? Send cats over to other countries.
I heard about that, but I thought that was just like for the immigrants.
Nah, that's not no cap. He's going around.
But that's just for the immigrants, though, right?
No. Right now it is, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about literally. He got the guy, whoever his name is, going to all these countries: Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, going to all these places. And in these places, man, their jails are.
No, I already know.
Their jails is
Yeah,
23-1. There is no program.
Yeah.
You sleep on a mat on the floor. You only get fed two times a day. But let me tell you, let me give you a quick stat. I found that they got 6 million people.
And what country?
And this is in El Salvador.
Oh, yeah.
In El Salvador, they had some of the highest crime in the world.
For sure.
Last year, they had the lowest crime ever because they didn't switch to this prison model where people ain't trying to go to jail. Man, what you think about the first person you hear about, they gonna send his ass over there to somewhere, he gonna be locked up in that jail. When he come back, he gonna be speaking Spanish. Shit, I mean, that shit's rough. What you think, man? If they start doing that, shipping American people, send them to other countries.
You want to answer that?
That's
shit?
like third world country type shit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what Trump is doing is he doing a lot of shit. I know I got my food stamps got cut off, and this ain't never happened.
Okay.
So, I mean, shit. Hopefully, shit get right though. As far as going to third world countries and going to jail, oh yeah, he trying to get rid of a lot of people and Americanize the way that they want it. That's what I feel though.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
I feel like, bro, he only doing that for the people that's illegal, bro. Me personally. Because I just don't see, like, why would you send some Americans to another country?
He said he want to send the worst of the worst up out of here. That's what
What's
he said.
considered the worst of the worst, though?
That'd probably be like, you know, your mob bosses.
Mob boss type.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
your dudes with like, you know,
But shit.
serial killers that killed like 10.
I think he want to send
20
chomos
people
up
and
out of here,
shit.
all them too, like
Oh, yeah.
Probably the worst chomo. You know, the worst of the worst.
worst of the worst, he said.
Cartels.
Cartel.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they
Cartel is-
already send them.
Cartel is listed
all-time
on the
places.
United States FBI list. They consider them a terrorist organization now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They already send them to all different type of weird places. Guantanamo Bay and, you feel me, all over the world and shit.
No, he's cracking down. He talking about just like, you know,
He's talking about it, but
well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't
even know
know.
if you can legally do it.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro.
Nah,
Like,
you know,
come on, bro. You gonna send some Americans
yeah, I
that
don't
catch
know.
a case?
It's always
come on,
one
fool.
example though. You look up, you be like, man, where's so and so at?
Yeah.
Man, he in Venezuela. Be like, damn.
I ain't gonna lie though,
You know what
I'll
I'm
be pissed off though if a nigga
Yeah.
send me out there.
No
or something.
visits,
Yeah, I'll be
nothing.
hot
You
as
can't
a
even
bitch.
receive mail in there. There's no mail, there's no program, no none of that. You know nothing. You jail 2 times a day, you eat and back on the ground. Work out, chill. No books. They say there's no books, there's no nothing in there.
Yeah, them third world prisons,
Yeah, none of that.
they nasty, man.
So,
They
man,
nasty,
cats don't be
bro.
trying to
They'll
go in. That's
have
what
a
I-
room
man.
like this with like 10, 20 people in
20
it and
people,
shit.
yeah, that shit be
It's
crazy.
nasty, bro.
Yeah, man. But man, I want to thank you, man, for coming on the show, man. Man, I enjoyed you, man. Man, you a real one for sure, man. You ain't your
thank
homie, man. Yeah, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Let the people know, man. You know what can they expect from you next?
All right, so look, bro. My new YouTube channel and my new Instagram is The Official G Uno. DAOFFICIALGEEUNO. So subscribe, share, and like, and all that good shit, blood. On Paro. Just got off, so I'm trying to build this catalog and shit back up, bro, and then they gonna be at you. Like I never left.
Man, you gonna do it most definitely, man. Well, man, this is Busy B with Cam Capone News, man. We're going to catch you next time, man. We out.
Whoa. 500 Flame. Check out that Red Light on YouTube. I just dropped that single. We in the alley with it. West side where the DPs and the put-ons go on.
Type shit.
That part. Shout out Cam. Big dog.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.